Welcome back to the channel, Soap Fam. The drama in Port Charles is literally off the charts today, and we need to unpack every single chaotic second of it. Grab your coffee, your tea, or maybe something a little stronger, because things are getting absolutely wild and I have so many thoughts. I cannot believe Valentin just asked her that. I mean, we all knew a confrontation was coming, but hearing the actual words come out of his mouth, chills. Literal chills. Let me back up for a second. When Valentine looks deeply into Carly's eyes and asks, "If you had to choose between me going to prison and Jocelyn dying, which one would you choose?" I practically threw my remote at the television screen. Because what kind of absolutely devastating, manipulative, yet weirdly romantic question is that? It is the most emotionally loaded thing he could possibly say in this situation. We have been watching these two dance around their feelings for weeks while he hides out as a fugitive in her house, and now it all comes down to this impossible choice. Carly is backed into a terrifying corner, and Valentine knows exactly what her answer has to be. He knows without a shadow of a doubt that she would burn the entire world down for Jocelyn. Because guess what? He would do the exact same thing for Charlotte. We have seen Valentine Cassadine do some incredibly dark, twisted things for his daughter over the years, so he completely understands Carly's maternal desperation. But the fact that he is willingly offering himself up to Steinmauer, that is huge. I have been watching this show since 2015, and I have never, ever seen Valentine this willing to fall on his own sword for a woman who isn't Anna Devane. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about Ross Cullum for a second. Because Cullum is apparently getting some critical information that leads him straight to a judge for a search warrant. He is coming for Carly's house. He is coming for fugitive Valentine. And honestly, I am terrified, but also so incredibly here for it. Cullum has been an absolute menace for months. He dumped a drugged Liesel Obrecht in that Windermere cell with Jocelyn like she was a sack of potatoes, and now he thinks he is going to waltz into Carly's house and win? But here is the thing. The spoilers say this might actually be part of Valentine's plan. Is Valentine intentionally drawing Cullum out? Is he getting arrested on purpose so he can somehow negotiate Jocelyn's release from the inside? I swear, if this is a masterclass in Cassadine chess, I am going to scream. I know some people are loving this fugitive romance, but personally, I need to see Valentine out in the open, scheming like the villainous mastermind we all know and love. He cannot stay locked in Carly's bedroom forever. He needs to be out there, making moves, and if getting arrested is step one of a massive rescue operation, I am completely on board. And can we please talk about Willow and Nina for a second? Because I am losing my absolute mind over these two. Are we seriously doing this again? Willow and Nina marching into Turning Woods to visit Jack Brennan is the most unhinged mother-daughter bonding activity I have ever witnessed. We need to get our hands on that now. Nina is standing there, demanding Brennan hand over the embezzlement evidence on Drew, and Willow is just right there beside her, completely complicit. I'm sorry, but when did Willow Tate Kane become this ruthless? I remember when she was the sweet, weeping school teacher who couldn't hurt a fly. Now she is literally keeping her husband in a medically induced, locked-in state and shaking down WSB operatives for blackmail material. It is wild. Because let's look at the facts here. Jen Sidwell was the one supplying the paralytic doses to keep Drew incapacitated, but now Sidwell has escaped police custody thanks to Cassius, which we will definitely get to in a minute, and he is in the wind. That means Willow's drug supply is cut off. Drew is going to wake up, he is going to regain his speech, and the second that man can form a sentence, he is going to tell the entire town that his own wife shot him and drugged him. So Willow is panicking. She is absolutely spiraling out of control. She needs Brennan's dirt on Drew so she can blackmail him into silence the second he opens his mouth. But Brennan is no fool. He is sitting in that hospital bed, faking his own locked-in status because Nina threw his dose away, and he is holding all the cards. He is going to make Willow pay dearly for this leverage. I don't know what kind of deal he is striking with her, but Brennan does not do anything out of the goodness of his heart. He wants something massive in return. I mean, think about it. Remember when they tried this kind of blackmail storyline with Peter August? Yeah, didn't work then either. The truth always comes out in Port Charles. Always. Willow is playing a very dangerous game, and she is dragging Nina right down with her. Or maybe Nina is dragging Willow down? Honestly, they are both just a toxic mess right now, and I am kind of living for the drama. Nina thinks Brennan is her ally because she spared him the syringe, but Brennan is a survivor. He will throw both of those women under the bus, if it means saving his own skin from Cullum and Sidwell. I am dreading the moment Drew finally speaks, but I am also counting down the seconds. The explosion in the Kane household is going to be legendary. Okay, back to the point. Let's talk about the most unexpected unholy alliance of the decade, Tracy Quartermaine and Michael Corinthos. I never thought I would see the day. Michael and Tracy actually seeing eye to eye? Hell has officially frozen over. So, Willow finally agreed not to press charges against Tracy for the lake incident, which, by the way, was the most ridiculous stunt Willow has ever pulled. She literally threw herself into a shallow fountain and screamed that Tracy was hurting her just so Harrison Chase would arrest his own grandmother-in-law. It was pure soap madness, and I loved every campy second of Jane Elliott in handcuffs. But Michael, playing the voice of reason for once, talked Willow down. He convinced her to put the kids first and drop the charges. And now Tracy is actually thanking Michael? Tracy Quartermaine? Saying thank you? To a Corinthos? I am shook to my core. But the best part is that they are totally commiserating over Willow. Tracy and Michael sitting around, bonding over the fact that Willow has become a manipulative nightmare with way too much power as a congresswoman, is the dynamic I didn't know I needed in my life. Michael is playing such a deep, twisted game here. We all know he is trying to set up a cheating trap for Willow and Chase. He wants to blow up Brooklyn's marriage and push Chase back to Willow so he can finally be rid of her. So him playing peacemaker between Willow and Tracy is just a calculated move. He is keeping his hands clean while secretly orchestrating absolute chaos behind the scenes. Tracy knows Willow is bad news. Michael knows Willow is bad news. If these two actually team up to take her down, Willow's political career is going to be over before it even starts. Speaking of Chase, is he actually blind? Am I the only one who wants to shake this man by the shoulders? Chase is standing in the Quartermaine mansion looking at his wife, Brooklyn, and seriously asking her who she thinks is more likely to lie, Tracy or Willow. Hello, Chase! Your wife has been lying to you for months about being the driver in the hit and run. Willow is lying to everyone about drugging her husband. Tracy is probably the only one telling the truth right now. Brooklyn's face in that scene is going to be priceless. She knows exactly what Willow is capable of, especially with Willow's recent erratic behavior, but she is completely trapped. If she tells Chase the truth, she risks exposing her own secrets and ruining their chances of adopting baby Phoebe, so she has to pivot. She is cooking up this elaborate plan to sabotage Willow and Chase's growing bond, and she is probably going to focus on her frame-up angle instead of just being honest with her husband. It is so frustrating. I just want Brooklyn to sit Chase down and tell him everything. But no, this is General Hospital, and we have to drag the secrets out until they explode at the worst possible moment. And finally, we absolutely have to talk about Dante and ADA Justine Turner. Justine is on an absolute rampage, and I kinda don't blame her. She has already been complaining about Chase going rogue, and now she is coming for Nathan West, who we all know is actually Cassius because Jen Sidwell literally walked out of his custody. Justine is calling it a PCPD disaster, and she is 100% right. The Port Charles Police Department is a total joke right now. A high-profile kingpin who just shot Lucas Jones twice in the chest manages to escape during transport? Come on! But what really gets me is Dante. Dante is standing up for Nathan. He is warning Justine to come after him, not his department. Why is Dante defending this guy? Dante is usually the smartest cop in the room. Does he really not see that Cassius is playing them? Cassius uncuffed Sidwell. Cassius faked the attack. Cassius is the reason a ruthless murderer is roaming the streets of Port Charles right now, laying new traps. Unless, wait, what if Dante knows? What if Dante is playing a massive long game here? He knows Rocco and Britt are on the run. He knows Sidwell is a massive threat. Maybe he is keeping Cassius close to figure out his true agenda. I really, really hope that is the case. Because if Dante is just blindly trusting the guy wearing his dead best friend's face, I am going to be so incredibly disappointed. Dante has to be smarter than this. He has to be setting a trap of his own. So, what is going to happen next? Cullum is raiding Carly's house. Valentine is ready to sacrifice his entire life and freedom for Jocelyn. Willow is trying to blackmail a locked-in WSB agent, while Drew is a ticking time bomb. Michael and Tracy are forming the most dangerous alliance in town, and Sidwell is laying a trap somewhere in the city, while the PCPD falls apart. I am dreading the moment Cullum kicks down Carly's door, but I am also so ready for Valentine to unleash his full Cassadine fury. We are in for a massive ride this week, you guys. The stakes have literally never been higher, and I am going to be glued to my screen. Let me know in the comments if you think Valentine's plan is going to work, or if Carly is going to end up in a cell right next to Jocelyn and Obrecht.